Poi ci frigo. La mia camera non ho una frigo.
Hello everyone. So it's been quite long and since I uploaded the last video. The fact is I'm occupied in so many things. Like I have exams coming up next month, so I got to prepare for that. I have to attempt 3 exams and the worst part is I'm not prepared for any of those. So that's how it is going. But in the meantime, I was getting a lot of messages from so many people and the questions were very similar about scholarships and they have received the admission letters. So now they just want to move forward. So I thought I should make a collective video for everyone and this should resolve the queries for everyone actually. So today's video is going to be specifically about the DSU scholarship. Like I'll explain what kind of documentation you need to submit, where to submit and how to get those documents. So today's video is going to be, and I'm making this video completely in English because I have been asked to make a video from like the people of other nationalities, like who are actually other than India and Pakistan. So I thought this should help them too. So basically, if you study in University of Pisa, University of Florence, University of Siena, this video is for you. Because the DSU covers all these 3 universities and you can apply the DSU scholarship if you are studying bachelor's or master's in one of these universities. For the DSU scholarship, you need 3 documents. The first thing you need is income certificate, which you can get from Federal Board of Revenue in Pakistan. And names and things can be different in your country, but the functionalities and operations somehow remain the same. They do not change. So you can find out what are the authorities who can issue this document. But the main thing, you guys need to understand how this document should look like and what this document is all about. The income certificate has to describe the income of your family had. Like in my case, the family had was my father. So it has to describe what his yearly income is, and this should be around like 2,000 to 2,500 euro per month, like minimum, or I would say maximum, because try to stay around this range. Maximum 3,000, but not more than that, realistically speaking. The second thing you need, the property certificate, which you can get from the district office in your area, because every town has a different district office. All you have to do is go there, provide your family details, and ask them to make a document which indicate you don't have any property. In fact, not only you, everyone in your family do not have any movable or immovable property. And this is how the property certificate should be made. And they can ask you about different things, different documents, so you got to be prepared for that. And this can take about 2 to 3 days maximum, not more than that. So after you get the income and the property documents from both the local authorities, FBR and district office, that has to be stamped. Let me tell you, because these are the most important things. These 2 documents have to be stamped by the person himself who is making this or who is endorsing your document. Because and the last thing you're gonna make is the family registration certificate, which you can get online from the Nadra office. You only have to pay 1,000 rupees online and you will be able to get it. So it's like, I would say this is the easiest thing to make because you only have to put your details and the document will be generated online. Or you can even visit the Nadra office yourself. They can just make it in like 20-25 minutes. It doesn't take too long. So like these are the 3 documents. So once you have all these 3 documents, you need to take them to Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ministry of Foreign Affairs will attach to your documents. They have to put the QR code because the embassy will scan the QR code and make sure that these documents have been made from the relevant authorities. They are not fake, they are not bogus, because people do make these things. The QR code has to work because I personally have seen a lot of cases where the documents were rejected in Pakistan Embassy Rome and they just asked them to do everything right from the scratch. So that will waste a lot of your time. So try not to get into that. Try to just do everything from the start in a way it should be, and then you will save yourself from a lot of hassle. So the most important thing is you have everything. You have all the documents. You have done all the attestations. You have received the Ministry of Foreign Affairs stamp and everything, the QR codes. Now the most tricky and most important part is to take these documents to the right place, which is the Pakistan Embassy Rome in Italy. and the Milan consulate here. I mean, obviously you cannot travel because you don't have the visa yet to travel. You will receive your visa most likely, realistically, around October, November, or even later, maybe September. But you know, the most unfortunate part is the deadlines for the scholarships are early and you receive your visa late. So now there's a way you need to find a way to actually you know, do all these attestations and everything in order not to lose any sort of benefit, because people can lose accommodations, people can lose the benefits. They think they can just go there and do it themselves once they have the visa, but you know, you need to respect the deadlines. If you respect the deadlines, you will not lose anything. So you know how it is done. You know, let me tell you what I did. I contacted a few people, and you know, like I requested them to take my documents to the Pakistan Embassy Rome, and you know, like there's a certain cost which you have to pay to legalize and translate the documents, because you have 3 documents in total: family registration certificate, family income certificate, and the no property certificate. These documents have to be legalized and translated by the embassy, and they charge 20 euros for each document, 10 euros for legalization and 10 euros for translation. And once you have all these documents translated and legalized, you need to take them to Prefettura office. You know, each city has a different Prefettura office. Florence has its own, Pisa has its own, Siena has a Prefettura office as well. So if you are from Pisa, you will go to the Pisa. If you are from Florence, you will go to the Florence. And if you are from Siena, you will go to your city in that case too. But it's not very necessary. I mean, you know, like you can go to any Prefettura office within the Tuscany region, like within all these 3 cities. But try to go to your office. Like, it will not make any impact even if you go to the Siena or Florence. Because in my case, my legalizations were done in a different city and they were all accepted. Like, I haven't faced any problem myself. So that's how it is done. Like, and they charge 16 euros for each stamp, and that stamp is called Marca de Bolo. So, keeping everything short and simple, once you have the 3 documents attested, legalized, translated from the Pakistan Embassy Rome, the next thing you will do, you will post that stamp on the document, Marca de Bolo, that costs 16 euro for each stamp, and if you multiply it, it becomes 48 euros, like almost 50. So 60 plus 50, it becomes 110, and then obviously you will, once you have all the documents attested, legalized, stamped, at last you will send those documents to the CAF office. CAF office is basically the regional office which we have here in the Tuscany region. Like, every city has a different one. So and that has to be done by the postal service. You will post your documents, because you know, once you post anything using the postal service, it goes into the records, and you know, you need to respect the deadlines, because you know, the most important thing which matters is when you are posting the document. That's important, not when they are receiving. Because in my case, you know, the deadline was to submit the documents was 4 September, 1 p.m. And my documents were posted to the CAF office at 4 September at 12:51 p.m. You know, I was not concerned when they received it. I was only concerned when I sent the documents. So that's how it is done. So just try not to, you know, like exceed the deadlines. Try to do everything before the time, so that you can be safe and you can receive what you are aiming for. As for my recommendation, just try to do everything on time, and you know, like once you submit all the documents before the deadlines, then you will have obviously brighter chances to come in the winners list, and you know, just try to get this scholarship, because if you come without the scholarship, it will be very hard to survive because of having less job opportunities due to COVID times. Like, things are being operated partially, and even the locals are struggling to get the job. You are an international student, so, and without the language, it's very hard to survive. That's another aspect to not getting a job, you know, when you come here, because the language is the most important thing. You need to learn Italian language as early as possible, and without the language, you cannot excel anywhere, especially in the job industry. So, you know, being a student, the only option you have is to get the scholarship, and once you come here, you have to stay in a place, you know. So with the scholarship, a scholarship can cover everything. And let me tell you, the last part in this video, the scholarship covers the residence. If you live in the private accommodation, you have to provide them the rental contract, and they will pay 250 euros until you get the hostel. Once you have the hostel, like the rent contract will be will not be effective, because rent contract can work until you find the DSU residence, and they will pay 250 euros per month until you come here. The second thing is you will receive the lunch and dinner from the university canteens, and this can easily cover your food expense if you don't want to cook yourself. And the last thing, you will receive the 2 stipends. The first one is the 740 euros and the second one is the same, but you get the second one only when you can clear 30 credits. So the DSU scholarship can give you 3 things: residence, free food from the Mensa, and stipend, 740 twice. And that's how it works for 1 year. And then obviously you can renew the scholarship if you have the required credits. There's another thing, like once you come here, then you will get to know more. For now, I think that's more than enough for you people to understand. And just respect the deadlines, do everything on time, and you will be able to get this. So that's all from my side for today, and I'll see you guys in another video. So best of luck, and take care.
Quando